The Great Lakes Water Authority strives to deliver the nation's best water and sewer services. Regional collaboration and customer partnering are core operating principles.
I'm the Finance and Budget Director for the City of Sterling Heights. I've been here 30 years. I'm in charge of the Finance Department as well as the budget and setting our own local water and sewer rates. What we want to accomplish, and not affecting water quality or safety or anything like that, we want to make sure that we take into account all the savings we possibly can achieve with this new authority and pass those savings on to the wholesale customer. And one thing that we're seeing is bond rating improvements. Now that we're in the authority, we have the ability to refinance some debt at a lower interest rate. There's potential for energy utility savings by getting a different contract with our energy providers, and that's a big cost component. Certainly there's savings now in the biosolids dryer facility. Appointed the chair of the Audit Committee for the Great Lakes Water Authority, so we meet at least once a month. Most of our charge in the past or recently has been in terms of the budget setting process and the charges that are being established. The costs for the Great Lakes Water Authority are primarily fixed. 90% of our costs are fixed, and they don't tie to how much either water is produced or sewage treated. About 45 to 50% of the budget is debt. About 35% of the budget is what we call operations and maintenance. That's the staffing, the consultants, the energy costs, things like that. The remaining 20% or so is the revenue finance capital, where we don't want to bond for certain capital projects we want to pay cash for. And it's the pension payments, as well as the lease payment. Well, certainly the expenditure budget from the Great Lakes Water Authority sets the total pie cost. And then from there are shares of that pie that get passed on to each local community. The Great Lakes Water Authority sets the total pie, and that's something we're trying to do in terms of reducing the total pie, is something I'm trying to accomplish. Some communities add storage. Storage will change your peak hour and max day usage depending on when you fill your storage tank, for example. Some communities have odd even for irrigation. Odd even then lowers your max day factor, so that will actually save a community money. Some communities have irrigation bans during the day, switching to irrigation at night. That also helps in terms of the peak hour cost. So those are some of the things that communities can do to lower their rates. Well, unfortunately, one thing that can impact sewer rates, in addition to flow changes, is the unpaid debts from a community. And unfortunately in Highland Park now, we've had $30 million that Highland Park has not paid the Great Lakes Water Authority. And that's something we're trying to bring to the governor's attention in order to resolve that issue that's been outstanding for a number of years. But unfortunately, as Highland Park is not paying their bill, those costs then get spread on to all the other suburban communities. The commitment originated from the Memorandum of Understanding that the counties approved. It's for a 10-year period, first of all, and it's a maximum that establishes the budget cannot increase more than 4%. So it's something that what I'm looking to achieve is maybe not the full maximum, but let's take a look at the budget, what needs to increase the full 4%, what doesn't need to increase the 4%. I think there's great transparency in the GLWA in terms of its budget setting process, and it's something that I think we're all working to achieve, because ultimately at the end of the day, our customer is the wholesale customer base.
Customers are encouraged to participate in these charges rollout meetings held between November and January of each year to discuss budgets and preliminary charges before they are approved by the GLWA board.